Timberwolves win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. 6 to shoot, releases, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And that one misses.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's Wall. George outside. Up and over Russell. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Edwards. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
On offense, here are the Clippers. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. On up the court. Ooh, solid D from Leonard.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Wall, the pass to Covington. And it's good for 2.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Zubac with the steal. Wall with it. Russell covering. And they're running. And the jam by Covington.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on break.
And here's Minnesota now. Trailing by 2. Edwards for 3. Gobert.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Leonard outside. Shakes him. Puts the move on. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And Leonard drops them both. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's Russell. Here's Towns. Covington grabs the board.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Prince. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. George with it. Russell covering. It's George with the drive. Here's Leonard. He shoots it. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Pass to Towns. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far. George outside. Let's go with a 3. That doesn't go either for George.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Out left to the wing. Here's Russell. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard finds George. launches it. Leonard can't get it to go. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Russell from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I mean, you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
And he sinks the second. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
George left side. 17-foot shot on the way. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Edwards. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. And we'll... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. It's Edwards with a drive. Banked it in off the glass. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
And the officials call a traveling violation. And here are the Clippers now. 6-point game. George outside. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. Here's Prince. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. Edwards, the pass to Russell. And he drives in. And stolen by Covington. Wall with it. Towns covering. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
Covington against Towns. The shot's good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. Goes up from the block. Tries again. And Zubac with the lay-in. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Gobert. Covington grabs the board.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Leonard for 3. He drops it from range. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
He has the touch to do some damage from 3-point distance.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. George with a steal. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. George drives in, outside Wall. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
To the wing on the left. Back to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
With that long reach, Towns picks it, then has the awareness to get the ball up the floor.
Russell against Wall. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Prince. Down low. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Leonard outside. 41 seconds left in the first half. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 7 points.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Edwards finds Russell. Now here's Towns for 3. It's rebounded by George. It's tipped. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Gobert. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Zubac. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a... All right, good stuff, Allie. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
He's factored into their game plan in a big way tonight. He's been a key guy.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Wall with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Leonard's got room. And too long on the shot.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Leonard against Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
And Leonard drops them both. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. Here's Prince. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that on that play.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. George with it. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And the jam by Covington.
They're showcasing his length right there. Now, love watching Covington leap up to finish off alley-oops.
Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Clock at 6. Here's Russell. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. George outside. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's good on the layup. George has got 8.
You see Paul George just focused that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Leonard. George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Russell.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He makes 1 or 2 that time.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. It's Edwards with a drive. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert. First personal foul.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Here's Zubac. Drops in the layup for 2. Give him 8 points now.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
That BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Wall with it, Russell covering, and the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Prince on the attack, pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Steps back. Wall, the pass to Covington. And he banks in the layup. Covington's got 10 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's Los Angeles, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. How about the way they've... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Torian Prince. That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
Wall finds Leonard. Here's Zubac for 3. Covington. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And you often find Robert Covington in the corner helping his teammates space the floor.
Edwards with it, guarded by Covington. Towns, good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Covington. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Covington's got 5 points in the quarter.
And right now, Covington giving huge two-way value, being a potent scorer.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Towns can't get it to go. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to Towns. That one's good for 2.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
George outside. Over Edwards. George, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Towns. Covington grabs the board. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Gobert, and there's a 3-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
George outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Wall. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Misses the 3. The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. That's good from Wall on the assist by Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
George passes to Leonard. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
That shot missing. Some solid defense from Russell. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Prince. Fires it from 18. They get the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Leonard. Good work defensively by Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Towns can't get it to go. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Gobert. Prince dishes to Russell. Rebound by the Suns.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Bridges against Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Paul can't get it to go.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Russell with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, he's getting better at absorbing contact. Finishes like this prove Russell is a tough, dynamic competitor.
Ayton a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Edwards kicks to Russell. Passes to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Russell, and he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the poise of D'Angelo Russell, despite the size all around him, that's nice.
Paul looking over the floor. Lobbed up there for Booker. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Russell. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the stifle tower with the score.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Prince. Poke loose. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Pass to Paul. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ball against Russell. Ball passes to Bridges. The three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
And he nails the third. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And here is Bridges. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer, that shot is off. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell kicks to Edwards. Pass to Prince. Feeds it to Towns. 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Now, here's Bridges. Outside Crowder. He gets it up. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He comes. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Count that one.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Russell against Paul. Russell dishes to Gobert. Out to Russell. Offensive rebound. Here's Prince. And a missed layup. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 7. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Al Russell following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Towns finds Edwards. Knocked away. Tries from 16. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. And there's the drive. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Outside Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Suns trail by 8. Up again, and Ayton stays with it.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Paul. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. There's the lob to Towns. Crowder with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. The finish. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Towns a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And it's Paul missing. Timberwolves leading by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Crowder finds Ayton. On the wing, Booker, defended by Gobert. Booker, good. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
1:03 left in the first half.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Count it. And now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Kicks it out to Prince to the inside. There's Gobert. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Kicks it out to Booker. Lets it go with a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 8 points.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
Gobert.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Booker outside. On the wing, Bridges. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Outside, Russell. Dishes it to Prince. Back to Russell. Bridges with the steal. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been? Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly.
29. The Suns. 24.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Edwards kicks to Russell with the drive, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert increasingly is capable of these nights on the offensive end where he's just putting it to the defense.
Left side, Crowder. Puts the move on, and the layup is good. Crowder's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Bridges. Crowder's got 6.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Russell with it. Out guarded by Crowder. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 16, and the shot goes in.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. From the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Booker. After Torian Prince's bucket, in just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Phoenix with the ball. After the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Crowder the pass to Paul. Towns with the steal. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. Paul with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Prince in the corner. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Russell against Paul. Inside. It's tipped. Here's Bridges. And he uses the glass on the lane. Bridges got 5 points so far.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Minnesota.
Russell finds Towns. Timberwolves pacing it around. Paul outside. The pass to Booker. From deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Prince. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker so good at finishing on the break.
Outside Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got 20 points.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Booker fires from way outside. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, the consistent greatness of Chris Paul. Playmaker, scorer, defender, leader, year after year. Chris Paul silences any doubt about his place in this game.
Here's Prince outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
This is it to Gobert. And stolen by Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Gobert with it. Bridges covering. Prince wide open. Drops in the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Gobert dishes to Towns. Back to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. And they recover it. Russell against Paul. Russell passes to Edwards. Now here's Towns. 3 on the clock. Out to Edwards. Towns trying to get open. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Paul outside from 20 feet out. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Outside, Towns. Out to Edwards. Outside, Russell shoots the 3, drains the three-pointer. Russell's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
To me, if you're the defense, you live with that one. D'Angelo Russell demanding respect on the deep ball.
Booker, no good.
When you're not in rhythm with the free ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Bridges outside. Booker with no one around. And the Suns miss again. And here are the Timberwolves. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Suns on defense. They trail by 14. Oh, the lob to Gobert. That shot off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
And he can't get the first one. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Russell against Booker. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Edwards against Bridges. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
Well, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Towns, the pass to Russell. Edwards with it. Releases. Edwards with another miss.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Oh, such a good shooter in general. The pull-up jumper is something Bridges has been working on.
Now Russell. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And it's good. 2 points.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Paul against Jackson. Fires at the elbow. Paul with the bucket. And here's Jackson. George outside. About a minute into this first quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Craig. Offline with a three. Jackson outside to the middle. Oh, deflected. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Here's Jackson. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. George outside. Takes the three. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Booker finds Bridges. Takes a three. And the Suns miss again.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Bridges against Leonard. Pass to George. Here's Zubats. And the layup is good off the glass. Zubats has gotten his second bucket.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Paul from the top of the key. He buries it.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Leonard. Wing shot on the way. Here's Zubats. And Ayton pulls it down.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Oh, George with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. There's the triple. And there's Jackson on the assist by Leonard.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson. Generate more power in the catch and shoot.
Jackson against Paul. Up top, Bridges. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range. Suns keep it alive. Here's Ayton. Now here's Paul. Drills it from deep. Paul's got 7.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Morris outside. The Clippers rebound. Jackson, the pass to Zubats. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 6 points for him.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Booker finds Bridges. Back to Booker. From the high post. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And at this stage in Chris Paul's career, he relies on experience as much as athleticism in transition.
Here's Jackson. Morris for 3. And no good. Oh, what a performance by Chris Paul. He's been the story for the Suns. Hunting for opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Torrey Craig out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. That's good from George. Last season, we saw some shocking single-game performances, Smitty. Several stars had 45-plus point nights, or even well above that.
We are, BA, and I think because a lot of the three-point shooting adds to a lot of buckets. It's a shooter's league right now. Prolific scores are rising to the top.
Here's Paul. Back to Booker. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
His ability to score on the move is part of what makes Booker so dangerous. He's just not a spot-up shooter.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges outside. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
And the jam by George.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
And out of bounds, the Suns will take it. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Paul against Jackson. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Bridges. Craig against Morris. Outside Paul. Here's the teardrop. Chalk up 2 there. Paul's got 11 points.
You can't guard Chris Paul on these floaters. He knows when to go with it.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got his first basket.
I love how Kawhi gets to his spots. He won't let the defense throw him off. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Bridges down low. Leonard defending. Clock at 4. Bridges misses. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Leonard with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. That puts him in the lead. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter. And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Bridges misses. The Clippers in the lead. Inside. Here's George. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Outside Paul. Pass to Craig. From deep. That shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Leonard against Bridges. And the basket by Leonard. He's got 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Leonard against Bridges. Craig on the wing. They need this. Pass to Aiden. And the layup falls.
Yeah, this is where Aiden's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
George outside. Stolen by Ayton. Outside Paul. Oh, there's the alley. Ayton passes to Bridges. Booker against George. Here's Paul. That one a little long. He got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
20. The Clippers, 23.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Paul with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Booker. Here's Craig. Pass to Bridges. Zubats with the steal. Here's George. Ooh, Paul with the block.
Aggressive D from Chris Paul, outworking the shooter and getting a block.
Booker fires from way outside, and they recover it. Not going to go that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half.
Come get it, come get it.
Jackson, the pass to Morris. Bridges against Leonard, and that comes off the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 8. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Jackson on the wing. Back to George. The 3. And Booker pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
From the arc. Here's Ayton. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Outside Paul. from behind the arc. Offensive rebound.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Yep, count it. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Ball finds Booker. Out to Bridges. Pass to Paul. And he drains the turnaround J. Paul's got 13.
And once Chris finds his rhythm, let him eat. Capable of taking over all by himself.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And there's the rejection.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. George against Booker. Stolen by Booker. Bridges outside. Oh, George with a steal. Jackson against Paul. Out to Leonard. The 3-ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson against Paul. From about 19, he hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Here's George with the drive. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got 4 rebounds now, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. 26 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's a 3 from Paul.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
Here's George on the money from 12 feet away. 14 points for him.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Booker for 3. Bingo!
Are you
kidding me?
That's how you beat the clock. Oh, talk about a timely 3-ball. They had to stay within reach going into the fourth, and they did.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers ahead. They're up by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Mikal Bridges is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes the break. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 11. Here's Leonard. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
One trait of an elite scorer like Booker, they take what you give them. The mid-range working for Devin.
George outside. Leonard outside. Tries to break his ice. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Jackson against Paul from deep. And that one's good. Craig for three.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
George outside. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 3.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Outside Craig. Over to the wing. Here's Paul to the paint. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. George outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Leonard outside. 5 on the clock. Elbow shot on the way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Leonard outside. No good from outside. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Paul against Jackson. Here's Bridges. Booker, the pass to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Jackson. Booker for 3. And he recovers it to the inside. Here's Ayton. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Leonard for 3. On target from range. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Shot on the wing. Zubac with the steal. We've got 1:23 left in the final quarter. Leonard outside. No good on the 3.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Bridges passes to Craig. Trying to get back on track. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard outside. George outside. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. And again, it's the Suns missing. Tipped.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul. Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Jackson with it. George outside. Leonard outside. Back to George. From deep three-point range. Off on that one. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do...
free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Edwards passes to Gobert. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
It's George on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. There's the lob to Towns. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Leonard kicks to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. George against Edwards. George, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Back to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. A drive by Russell. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Towns wide open. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's George. No good on that one. Towns with the defensive effort for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Over Jackson. Towns, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Leonard finds George, and it's George finishing it off.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
Pass to Gobert. Morris against Towns. Here's Russell. And yes, it's good.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Takes a step back.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's George. That doesn't go either for George. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Count that one.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Over to the left wing. Edwards looking it over. He dishes it to Russell. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Shoots. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Russell dishes to Towns. He kicks to Edwards. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
And it's Towns missing. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And George, here we go, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Timberwolves trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the middle, stolen by Zubac. To the paint, it's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. Got it off in time, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at point guard. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play and attack both and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Morris kicks to George. Over Edwards. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Prince outside. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. A shake. And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
George against Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Outside Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. And he banks in the layup.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Outside Jackson. And the shot is long. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Oh, Russell in position. Yep, that one goes in there. Russell's got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table. Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's George. Outside for Jackson. George against Edwards. And it goes down 2 points. George has got 9.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Russell dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Edwards. Now the feed to Gobert. It's stolen by Morris. Now Leonard. He's got 8. Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Edwards against George. Leonard on the wing. Over Edwards. George against Prince. And George with the stuff.
Paul George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. Down low. Back to Russell. Passes it to Towns. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Jackson kicks to George. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can.
All right, Dave, thank you. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Shot from the wing. Here's Zubac, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Zubac has got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Out to Russell, a 3 ball. He's off on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's George. It's good. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
And that's superb concentration. It takes a lot to distract George once he's got position inside.
Russell left side. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Jackson, 14 feet away. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Here's Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson kicks to Leonard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Edwards passes to Russell. Can't connect from short range. Now the Clippers with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Morris dishes to Leonard. He gets that one. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Got a piece of it. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Russell finds Towns. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Los Angeles.
Here's George, and that one drops for him. George has got 17 now.
Not a lot of wings are willing to score inside like Paul George. I mean, part of why he's elite at his position.
Russell dishes to Gobert, and Gobert throws it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Back to Edwards. Driving the lane. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. "20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Over George. And they'll get another chance. To the left side wing. For the finish, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, we've talked about, you know, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Prince, the pass to Edwards. Back to Prince. To the middle, the turnaround. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers leading by 16. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. So it's the Timberwolves now. Outside Edwards. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Zubac, no good. Timberwolves trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Here's George. Hands the 12-footer. George has got 21.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Out to Russell. Downs in the corner. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Leonard dishes to George. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Jackson finds Zubac. And good that time.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And Towns gets it to go.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Outside Leonard. It's deflected. Edwards against George. Edwards passes to Towns. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
And he makes both free throws. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Out to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And they get it back. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, Russell in position. And the rejection by Zubac. Throws it up high. And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Out to Edwards. Pass to Russell for 3. Back to Edwards. Outside Russell for the 3. Kept alive Minnesota. From past the arc. It doesn't go for him. Here's George. Drives to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at small forward. Here's Towns, up and in on the layup.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Outside call. There's the three. Second shot opportunity. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That's good from Ayton.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Now here's Towns. Offensive rebound. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Outside Booker. Off target on the outside leaner. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Russell from outside. Gets the 3-ball to go.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Booker missing again. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. It's Edwards with a drive.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Paul. Now Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Back to Edwards. The 3 is up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Russell against Paul. Booker with a screen on Russell. And he lobs it up top. And Booker with the jam.
In that pick and roll set, option 1, Booker taking it himself with good reason.
Outside Russell. Takes it inside. Banked it in off the glass. Russell's got 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Fires in the triple.
What I like about Paul is he picks smart shots to take, especially when they're behind the arc. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Russell. 5 points in the game. And the basket by Towns.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with his Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Here's Prince. Here's Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Pass to Prince. Goes up on the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Russell against Paul. Prince down low. And they're on the break. Ayton's got space. And that misses. That would have put him up. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. The baseline J is on the way. Bridges misses.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Bridges outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Paul for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside for Russell. Pass to Prince. Paul against Russell. Back to Prince. Outside Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Bridges. No luck on that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Pass to Prince. Lets the 3 fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Gobert finds Towns. Now here's Edwards. Here's Russell. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Paul passes to Booker from outside the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Stolen by Russell. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
For 3, Booker. And it falls all over the rim and in. Booker's got 6. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Here's Bridges. Rebound Minnesota. We've got 1:48 left in the second period. Edwards with it, now guarded by Crowder. Down low, here's Bridges. Can't cash it in from close range. Minnesota in the lead. To the left wing. Towns passes to Russell. Shot from the wing. They get it again. Gobert misses in close.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Booker, out to Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Russell. Gobert's gotten 4 this quarter.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Here's Paul. It's good from the top of the key. He's got 5. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. From downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Aiden's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 19 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Prince. The rebound by Bridges. In transition. For 3, Booker. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The kick out to Edwards. And we're through the first half. Thanks very much, Allie.
19, the Timberwolves, 20.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Paul for 3. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs, because he will punish you if you do.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Booker against Edwards. Here's Paul to the inside. Ayton.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
Prince on the attack. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Prince has got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Into the lane. Good work there as it goes. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Crowder inside, covered by Towns. For 3, Bridges. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And stolen by Gobert. Here's the break. Here's Prince. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Suns have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. 20 feet out. Here's Ayton. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota will come the other way. Crowder against Russell. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Russell's got 7.
Well, Russell is a threat from anywhere on the floor. So if he gets his mid-range look, he's going to take it.
Crowder, a screen on Towns. Paul for 3. Crowder, hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Crowder's gotten his first points in this one.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Paul with a steal. Drives to the hoop. Good on the bucket. And now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Shot from the top of the key. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Prince. Here's Towns. 4 on the clock. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bridges passes to Ayton. Outside Paul to the middle. That's good from Ayton on the assist by Paul. Give him 8.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Gobert finds Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And he makes the first. And so Towns nails them both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Paul against Russell. The shake. Stolen by Russell. Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. To the left side wing. Prince can't hit.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Throws it up high.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Russell against Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Edwards. From deep. The Suns clear it. Paul with it. Russell covering. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
So good at drawing contact. CP uses his smarts to get to the line.
And no luck that time either.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game. The three from Russell. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Outside Paul. And he lobs it up. Oh, and the jam by Ayton. Great game for him. Double-double now.
I've seen CP do this a million times. No one is better at running the pick and roll.
Back to Edwards. This one for 3. Prince can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. That one no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Right side Russell. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Nails it from 3.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. Crowder with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Ooh, it's stolen away. On the break. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Pass to Prince. To the wing on the left. Back to Russell. And stolen by Bridges. It's tipped. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Booker. Crowder against Gobert. Here's the three. Edwards pulls it in.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Towns passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Here's Prince. Yes! He nails it! And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Fires from deep. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that brings him within single digits.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Pass to Russell. Back to Prince. Here's Towns. Fires for three. The three from Russell. The shot comes out. So Phoenix will take it the other way. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Now here's Gobert. Back to Prince. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. The three from Russell. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Prince. They grab their own miss. Here's Gobert. Towns for three. Crowder grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Towns finds Russell. Over to the left wing. Towns with the ball. Out left to the wing. Here's Prince. And too long on the shot. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
And that one's good. Paul.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the...
a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the 3 side. Now here's Jackson. George looking over the floor. No good from outside. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Leonard against Bridges. He feeds it to Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Outside, George. Pulls up on the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Paul. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50. Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. And here's Jackson after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Here's George. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Craig passes to Paul. And it's good, 2 points. Paul's got 6.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Here's George. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Ayton kicks to Craig. Leans from outside, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
It's so dangerous from the mid-range. Booker's feel is uncanny.
Outside, George. They need this. Going inside, and it's George finishing it off.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Ball against Jackson, and it's Paul penetrating. Now, here's Craig. He's guarded closely. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson deciding where to go with it. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Booker the pass to Paul. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Ayton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Outside, George. Shot On the wing, good on the jump shot. George has got 10 points in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
All up top, guarded by Jackson. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll be back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
It's great when CP3 extends his range like this. It's just going to pull the defense out further.
And here's Leonard. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Paul. Here's the three. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Wall with the bounce pass. Nobody near Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 5.
He has the touch to do some damage from three-point distance.
Paul kicks to Craig. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They double him with Booker. Covington passes to Wall. And taken away by Paul. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And finished off by Craig.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
All with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
George against Booker. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot comes out, and Phoenix will come the other way. Fires from deep. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Covington wide open. He fires. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bridges finds Craig. Back to Bridges. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball against Wall. Takes it off the glass. Wall's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Paul passes to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, George. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball.
These nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Pass to Booker. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
George, that's a two-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Booker in the post. Defended by George. And there's Booker on the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got his 4th assist in this one. George against Booker. Outside, George. Lock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard, that's for 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's 10 points for Leonard.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime. First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Ayton in at center. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
No good from Booker. The Clippers trail. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Outside, George. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. George has got 14.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
Craig up top, defended by Covington. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. Wall with the bounce pass. Outside, George misses the 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Ayton. No good on that one. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Leonard against Bridges. Outside, Covington. Back to Leonard. Bridges with the steal. To the inside, Ayton, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
The Suns trailing. Here's Craig. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. And Covington sends it back.
You see why he gets blocks. Covington's length is always there.
Chalk up 2 there. George has got 4 points now in the quarter. For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Booker with the screen for Paul. Can they get it? And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Leonard looking over the floor. And it's Wall, top of the key. Kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard on the wing. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Craig passes to Ayton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Clippers shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. And here's George for 3. They grab their own miss. Takes it out to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And they recover it. The pass to Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Wall's shot is good.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Booker outside. Out to the wing. Paul with the 3. Here's Bridges. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now George. Takes it out to Leonard. There's the triple. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Albert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Now the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Wall with the bounce pass. George against Booker. Lets it go from the wing. That shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way. He kicks to Ayton. To take the lead. A shot off that time. And Los Angeles guys shooting well. They're at 45%. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Paul surveying the floor. Ooh, the double clutch. And he sinks the layup.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Outside Leonard. Into the lane. Banked in off the glass.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
Takes the 3. Bridges outside. For 3. Booker. Offensive rebound. Back to Bridges. Pass to Craig. From downtown and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here is Wall. Passes to Covington. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Wall. Three-pointer. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Stolen by George.
Against the Suns, Chris Paul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Wall with the bounce pass.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Booker against George. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Craig. The 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The feed now to George. That shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Now here's Paul. Pass to Craig. Kicks it out to Booker. Bridges against Leonard. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Booker. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Leonard. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And here's Booker. Pass to Craig. Ayton trying to break free. Rebounded by Covington. Absolutely critical chase right here.
They need this one to go their way.
And George kicks to Covington. Lets it go with the 3. The Clippers rebound. Outside for George. Knocks down the trifecta.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Ayton a screen on George. And here's Booker from the arc. Can't get the 3 to fall. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.